Hey, what's going on? It's Bill Burr, and it's the Monday Morning Podcast for Monday, March 18th, 2013. How's it going? How are you? I'm upstairs in my half a house at this point. They got all the demolition done. I'm going to have to open the fucking window because it's already too hot in here. This fucking thing needs to be replaced, too. Anybody want to buy a tree fort? I think that's what I bought. I bought a tree fort with fucking wall-to-wall carpet. Look at the views, if you see the views. All this fucking bullshit everybody told me. You know what? If you ever go to buy a house, this is what I suggest you do. Walk in there wearing a helmet, all right, with some safety goggles on. Put those fuckers, put the whole ensemble on, and then have one of your biggest friends just grab you like a battering ram and slam you into the wall of the house. And have a look around. When you come to, have a look around. You'll be surprised what you find in there. All right? If there's nothing in there other than the fucking horse shit you just broke, by all means, make an offer on the house. All right? These fucking cocksucking fucking insurance adjusters. Oh, we'll cover everything. Do you know these dickheads? I had like fucking wood in the walls, like those slats that they never have. These cunts think they're going to put plywood and then they're going to put drywall over the top of that. And I'm just going to be like, oh, that's the same thing, isn't it?
Mr. Burr, we're sorry. You didn't have the premium coverage. If you had the premium coverage, then we would have paid for what you're asking.
No, you wouldn't have. You would have found some other fucking reason not to pay me. That's why you're in the big building, isn't it? Huh? Why do you have a pinky ring? How did you get that? Huh? Is there some old woman in a wet house coat trying to figure out how to eat her fucking Alpo? Is that how you got that fucking ring? You know what's funny is the insurance adjuster hasn't even come over here yet, and I've already been screaming at the windshield of my car because I know what these fucking cunts are going to do. You know, they did it to the entire city of New Orleans. They're not going to do it to me. You know, I'm my own little city here. I don't have any fucking, there's no Sean Penn fucking rowing a boat up to my house coming to rescue me, is there? You know, I don't think there is. I'm on my own. You know what? That's fine. I don't need anybody. I've already resigned myself to the fact that I am going to fucking not only restore this goddamn fucking cocksucking fucking room. Sorry, guys. I'm in a mood here. I'm going to make it even better. Okay? That's what I'm doing. I don't give a shit if I have to do stand-up gigs in I don't know, one of those apartheid countries in front of a fucking dictator like Beyonce did, shaking her fucking perfectly round ass on New Year's Eve. You think I'm above that? I'll do it the fucking day after Thanksgiving. I'll give you a fucking 2-for-1. Easter and Flag Day. You can have me in a Hawaiian shirt in whatever fucking compound you're living in to keep the people from storming the damn thing because you made a deal with the CIA and you gave away the fucking oil, didn't you? I'll come down there. I'll do my act in your fucking foyer. All right, I'm going to get some of that blood money. I'm going to get some of that blood money, and I'm going to fucking restore this goddamn room back to the way it was supposed to be. You know, because that's what the fuck I've been doing. I've been sitting here for the last fucking couple of days, and I've been finding out where all the goddamn stuff is that I need. Have I cursed enough? I really got to take this down a notch, don't I? Or does it make you feel better about yourselves? He swears even more than I do. Shit, and I'm a fucking moron. I never passed nothing. You know, you ever meet somebody and they're like, I was good at math, but I wasn't too good in history. Well, they're like, I was good in history, but I wasn't good with that woodworking stuff. Shit, right? I'm one of them motherfuckers. One of them few motherfuckers. I ain't good at shit. I sucked from the second I pulled into the parking lot. Shit, she called my name and I forget what the fuck she was talking about. And she'd just be like, Lenny, and I'd be like, just sitting there, just sitting there wondering why my dick was hard, Am I having a nervous breakdown? Oh, Christ. So I forgot to look this shit up. God damn it. So I've been looking up all these old houses that they have out here. In Los Angeles, by the way, specifically the Pasadena area has these amazing houses out there. And I've just been looking up how people went about restoring them. Okay? Now, if they were able to fucking restore an entire goddamn house, there has to be enough shit left for me to do a room, right? Please tell me that. I just sounded like Fast Eddie and fucking Reservoir Dogs. Please tell me. Somebody's got the diamonds, okay? Can somebody just please fucking tell me? So anyways, I started looking up all these houses, right? And this is back, back in the day, I'm a big fan of fucking Blue Blood money when there was a name attached to it. Back in the day, like, people knew the names of the rich cunts that were stealing from them. They knew what they looked like. They knew where they lived. It was unreal. The Vanderbilts, the Astors, the Rockefellers, the Rothschilds, And then you had the people who started, like Procter and Gamble. That wasn't just a name. Those were fucking people. Like, there's a house out in Pasadena called the Gamble House. It was made by these guys, Green and Green, and they did those, what do you call them? Craftsmen, American craftsmen's houses. So they would build a house for them. And everybody would be born, how much money do you think Procter and Gamble have? And you drive by, well, there's the Gamble House right there. That's Gamble's house. What does fucking Proctor's look like? Johnson & Johnson, all those goddamn families. So anyways, I was looking these things up, and there's this house out in Pasadena called the Blacker House, the Robert R. Blacker House. And, come on, you fucking, I can't, something, how dumb I am? I can't even click on something. Hang on a second. Here it is. Let me click on this shit. The Blacker House out in Pasadena. You can't believe what happened. This house is fucking unbelievable. I actually drove by it the other day like a goddamn stalker, looking at it. And this house was made, I guess, for this guy, Robert and Nellie Blacker, right? So typical, rich people. They got this unfucking believable house, built at the turn of the last century. So it's all this wood. They're cutting down like fucking 150, 200-year-old trees or whatever. So the shit's solid as a rock, as opposed to that fucking bullshit they got down at Home Depot, Fucking shit's grown down in El Salvador by some fucking 8-year-old, Once the tree's taller than the kid, they make the kid saw it down 4 a.m. before they make them fucking plant another one and start watering it, You don't realize that? That's how trees grow now. 8-year-olds. They teach them how to sleep on their feet. They sleep like standing up, and they sit there like just slowly watering them all night, and then it causes them to grow faster. It's a whole. I saw it on 60 Minutes. You guys should check it out if you get a chance. If you got a Hulu, you might want to look that up. But anyways, so they made this amazing house, and all the furniture and all the shit in it, and the chandeliers and all of that are basically worth a small fortune now. So what happened is, of course, the fucking lady outlives the guy. Why? Because when shit hits the fan, women cry and guys fucking deal with it. That's why. Bang. There it is. Did the bell go off in your head? That's the first sexist, moronic thing that I'm going to say. Well, not first moronic, but the first moronically sexist thing that I'm going to say in this fucking podcast. All right? When the shit hits the fan, the ladies, they fucking cry. That's what they do. The guys, we're crying on the inside, but we got to hold that shit together as we push an IKEA couch under the fucking waterfall that's coming through the top of your house. That's what we do. They go, oh my God, it's ruining everything. And they get it out. We don't. So hence, 35 fucking years later, we drop of a heart attack while we're mowing the lawn because in the middle of our chest was, oh my God, it's ruining everything. It's still fucking in there, attached to, oh my God, the car isn't going to start. All that fucking shit is just one big fucking ball sitting there right on top of your heart. And then that's it. You fucking keel over. And then she has the nerve to stand there going, I told him to stop eating red meat. I told him to have a salad. He didn't like it. He said that food was for the queers. Anyways, so this fucking house, they kept everything like all original right up until the 40s. So that stuff was already 40 years old. They already weren't making furniture. Well, maybe in the 40s they kind of still will, but the style had changed. So if you walked into that house in 1945 when this woman died, it was like stepping back in time like 45 years. Like, you ever go into an old person's house and you see their stereo, if they kept it in immaculate condition, the car they're driving, their fucking can opener. Well, maybe not now, but back in the day, an old can opener, be made of some real fucking materials instead of some plastic hunk of shit, right? They had all that stuff, and they had all those beautiful sconces and the chandeliers and all that stuff on the walls and on the ceiling, everything, right? So anyways, in the will, the lady says whoever buys this house, it's all-encompassing. You have to buy the house. It comes with all the furniture. They had what looks like another house behind it that was just for visitors, like a mother-in-law suite. Looked like a fucking 4-bedroom colonial. That was the guest house. That's how big this fucking house was. They had a greenhouse. They had this giant property. So when you went in and bought it, after she died, the person had to buy everything and wasn't allowed to sell off anything. So, of course, she dies, and then the fucking greedy cunts, what do? They sell the house, and then that person immediately divides it up. Sells off the mother-in-law suite, gets rid of the greenhouse, cuts up the fucking property, has an infamous fucking yard sale, and sells all of this unbelievable furniture. And to this day, it's in museums, and private collectors own the shit. Gets even worse. What happened to this fucking house? This is what makes me feel better about me, because I only lost one room. It's a beautiful fucking house with all the shit. They already lost all the furniture, right? But they still have the windows and the chandeliers and all that shit. Some cunt buys it in 1985 who's a fucking deals in like vintage chandeliers and all this stuff. He buys the house for $1 million, guts the fucking thing, is selling these chandeliers for like 6 figures. To who? I don't know. But somehow he's selling them for like 150, 200 grand. He's selling the sconces for like 100 grand. He guts the fucking place, replaces everything with a Home Depot replica piece of shit. It was called the rape of the fucking Blacker house or whatever. I'm reading all of this stuff. Is this boring to you guys? I don't know what. So I've been reading up on all of this shit, but whatever. Somebody bought the house after and was able to restore it painstakingly. I might add, painstakingly. So I figure if these guys can do that, you know, I can restore this one fucking room. They're already trying to pull this shit on me, telling me that people don't put plaster up anymore. It's like, yeah, they do. I just had my fucking rooms out there replastered. I already have a guy. All right, you fucking cunt. With your plywood and your drywall. Is that what you're going to do? Then why don't I just do it? Why don't I just fucking do it? Because you'd fuck it up, Bill. Yeah, but you know what? I could do most of it. Around the windows would be a little bit difficult because it requires some fucking measurements. So anyways, that has been... that's been my week, and I got a bunch of shit I have to do tomorrow, right? So that's why I'm doing the podcast here Sunday afternoon. So anyways, I walk into the living room. The lovely Nia is watching one of her reality shows. And, you know, it's these 5 just toxic women sitting in this limousine. And one of these women is telling this one of these women who's divorced is telling this happily married woman that she needs to speak up to her husband more. And it was basically because the husband said, I'm old-fashioned. He goes, I'm an old-fashioned guy. So he's out there killing it, making an insane fucking living, right? And she's the little homemaker, right? So Cunty McDivorcestein, right? Cunty Divorcestein, there you go, is sitting in the back of the limo and basically telling the girl who's fucking, she's got the best deal ever. She married somebody who's out there making a fuckload of money. And all she's got to do is keep the house together. That's all you got to do. You got all fucking day. Jesus Christ. How long does it take to sweep the kitchen? You know? You can even hire a fucking cleaning company. Just have the shit clean. And when I come home, have dinner ready. For the life of me. For the life of me. I don't know why certain people look at that as slavery. You know, unless, look, if you have some fucking dream, you know, and you have ideas and that type of thing and you want to go out and pursue them, by all means. But if you're just going to be another cog in the wheel, taking the fucking subway to work to go make somebody else's dream come true, you know what I mean? Why the fuck wouldn't you take that other thing? You got all day to get out of the house. Go for a fucking walk. You know? Dude, I swear to God, in another life, if I'm a fucking stay-at-home mother, I swear to fucking God, I'm gonna get fucking season tickets to everything. To fucking all 4 sports. and I'm going to knock out everything I have to do during the day. I'm going to have that fucking dinner ready the second the dude comes in. And then when it's over, see ya. I'm out. Fucking running down the thing on my fucking heels, and I'll go to the goddamn game. I don't know what they're complaining about. You couldn't have more fucking free time. You know, even when you have kids, you're still running shit. You're still the boss. You know? I don't know. I've talked about this shit. So she ends up telling this lady in the fucking back of this limo. She's like, you know, that's all well and good if he wants to fucking blah, blah, blah. But, you know, that old-fashioned stuff can also be controlling. It can also be it can, you know, when people are dumb is when they make one point and they have to say it 3 times in a fucking row to make it sound like they made a bunch of different points, but they only made one. And now it's not working. And now it's not working. And now it's not working. You don't do that shit. You just want to slap them on the side of the head. It's like, are you stuck in there? What's wrong with you? I heard you the first time. I heard you the first time. She's fucking driving me fucking nuts with this shit. And then she ends it with, you know, so if he wants a sandwich, he should go out there and have to make it himself. And I just, oh, that whole fucking shit. Women like that are always like, you're not the king. You're not the king. But then 2 seconds later, if you were to say you're a queen, they would 100% agree with you. And it's that classic shit. I think I did it in one of my stand-up things, my stand-up skittles. I swear to fucking God, every goddamn thing that they bitch about, that they do not want to be done to them, they will fucking do to you in a second if you let them. All right? This is why me and Nia can't watch TV together, because she watches the Dumb Whore channel. And she watches it to laugh at the dumb whores. Which, if I was a woman, I could sit there and laugh at the dumb whores. Because at no point would I be financially, like, connect. You know what I mean? Like, the biggest fear, for me anyways, is you're going to fucking get married. The girl's going to flip on you and then take everything you got, and there's nothing you can fucking do about it, right? So when I watch those stupid whores, that's what I see. I see a limo full of child support, just fucking lazy, get your fucking life together losers. Decked out. By the way, they were on their way to a titty bar. Okay? You know, so right there, everybody in the car is fucking suspect. It's like, wait, what the fuck? How old are you? I don't even go to titty bars anymore. For Christ's sake, ladies, get your middle-aged pussies back in the fucking house and make a goddamn sandwich. Am I right? Do you know how bad I want to go on, like, Ellen DeGeneres' show and somehow get half of that out? Just to see how much of it I could get out before, I don't know, before somebody, threw the morning after pill at me. A vial of that shit right at my giant forehead. Anyways, I was just thinking, what if hitting me in the forehead was a carnival game? What do you think you would win? It would be so fucking easy. My forehead's so goddamn big. You know? You'd win one of those, remember those little koalas that you could stick on the end of your pencil back in the 70s? I'm sure they got a box of those left over somewhere. That's what you'd win until they ran out. So anyways, this is the Monday Morning Podcast, everybody. It's ignorant, it's sexist, and it's great for kids. We got some advertising, everybody. We only got one this week. Oh, we only got one. Strap yourselves in. Here we go. Stamps.com, everybody. A quick trip to the post office is hardly ever quick. Driving there, finding parking, trying to get there before they close. Right? You go to stick it in the mailbox, you freak out. Has everything got the stamps on it and all that crap, right? It's a hassle. So do what I do. Use Stamps.com instead. Stamps.com is the quick and easy way to get postage on demand for any business. Buy and print official U.S. postage for any letter or package using your own computer and printer. Stamps.com will even send you a digital scale that calculates the exact postage you need for any class of mail. You don't need one of those expensive postage meters, and you'll never waste valuable time making trips to the post office again. Endorsement. This is me, everybody. I use Stamps.com to send my DVDs out to my wonderful stand-up gigs. I have never had a problem. It's phenomenal. I've done it in my underwear. I've done it with no shirt on, wearing my little jeans or something, right? Looking like I'm going to be on the cover of some Teen Beat magazine like the sensation Joe DeRosa. Try Stamps.com today. Right now, use my last name, Burr, B-U-R-R, for a special offer. No risk trial, plus a $110 bonus offer that includes a digital scale and up to $55 free postage. They're giving you $55. Don't wait. Go to Stamps.com before you do anything else. Click on the microphone at the top of the homepage and type in Burr, B-U-R-R. That's Stamps.com. Enter Burr. All right, back to the podcast. Did you guys watch the UFC fight? GSP versus Nick Diaz. I believe his name was Nick. I go in and out of watching the UFC. I love it. I love the UFC. I love boxing. I love all that stuff. It's just that all the pay-per-views are Saturday night. Am I right? They're Saturday night, and I'm usually doing shows, and I miss them. I always end up missing them. But every once in a while, what happens is, like, I used to watch it on the Versus Network all the time, and I don't give a fuck, what level UFC that is. It's two people trying to beat the shit out of each other that are way better fighting than I am. Like, I'm not going to watch that. What am I going to watch? 5 whores in the back of a limo on the way to a titty bar talking about how they don't want to make a fucking sandwich? Well, then get your ass on the stage, sweetheart. Oh, that's the third sexist, moronic one. Oh, God, that girl really annoyed me. That woman was happy. She was making sandwiches. And this girl is such a fucking negative cunt. It's not enough that she's fucked up her own relationship. She has to fuck this girl's relationship up and ruin this guy's he's gonna come home and be like, what the fuck happened? Everything was going great. And then she's gonna come at him with an attitude, not bringing 2 nickels into the fucking relationship, I don't know. All right, let's just let it go, Bill. Let's just fucking let it go. I mean, I don't know. Maybe she's making millions on her reality show. I can tell you right now, they probably make less than comedians. Let me ask you this, people. When was the last time you bought a box set of a reality show? I don't think they exist. That's why they're like disposable. That's like the Bic lighter of fucking television shows. It doesn't have any legs, So they pay you once. And they pay you shit money. You know what? Good. I'm glad they're all getting fucked. Spending all their money on fucking mani-pedis. Jesus Christ. Am I really that upset about a reality show, or is it the fact that half of my house is fucking gutted right now? Couldn't even say house. Half my house. Anyways. So every once in a while, this is the thing for me. I am a sucker for a boxing or a UFC promo. When they get on there and they do the background, they show both the fighters working out, and they start telling their stories and everything that they have on the line and how they need I swear to God, if I start watching one of those fucking things, I'm ordering the fight. To the point, like, I avoid them. Because so many times you fucking order them and then the fight sucks. It doesn't live up to the hype. Especially with boxing. Jesus fucking Christ. Jesus Christ. I've spent more fucking money on all the way back to the Tyson era. The Tyson ones were always worth their money, even though he'd knock them out in fucking 90 seconds. It was still like you were watching some Babe Ruth shit. You knew it. Then we went into the Lennox Lewis years, and it just got all fucked up. Even half the Oscar De La Hoya ones towards the end, I got fucked on those. And then they always got that Great White Hope coming in, and they show him, Heidi, hoo, right? And he's skipping rope, and he's got an angry fucking look on his face. You look at him going, this guy kicked the shit out of me, right? And then the black guy's all confident, like, man, I ain't sweating that motherfucker. And you're like, you know what? I'm going to order this shit. And what comes out? Tight. And that's it. It's fucking over. You knew he wasn't fast enough. You knew he was too slow. You knew it. But they got you. They fucking hyped the shit up, and the fucking dude sat there. Not only did he beat his ass, he did a little dance, mocking him, and then he just knocked him the fuck out. That's what happens every goddamn time, right? But I still order him. So, the UFC thing, like, UFC, Championship of the World. So, I fucking I'm watching Dana White on there, right? And Dana White comes to the podium. And I'm going, Bill, don't watch this fucking promo. Do not watch this promo, because the second you're done watching this, you're going to take $50-$60, whatever it is, and it's going out the window. But there was something about the look on Dana White's face. I'm like, I got to watch this shit. And he comes to the mic, just the mic, and he's just like, GSP snapped today. It is the most angry I've ever seen him. He said Nick Diaz is the most disrespectful human being on the planet, and he is going to absolutely destroy him. Something like that. Okay? And I'm thinking, like, GSP, this guy's like he's like Captain America. He never gets mad at anybody. He doesn't let anybody get under his skin. He fucking stays. He's like a robot. He just fucking goes in and does what he's got to do. He's made him that mad. And then I see this Nick Diaz guy, and he just looks the part. Like, fuck you, bitch. I'll fuck you up. And it was just the two worlds. The guy who spikes the football and the guy who just hands it to the referee. Colliding. I got to see this shit. I want to see what a furious fucking GSP looks like. And I want to see if this other guy can actually back up all this shit talking. So I order the fucking fight. It ends up being a great fight. I'm not saying that I got fucked in this fight at all. It's totally worth it. And the fight before it was great. With that dude from Texas with the heavy hands and the fucking Ulysses S. Grant beard. Loved it. Okay? But this is what pissed me off at the fucking end of it and made me feel stupid. Was in the end, Rogan's interviewing the guy. And then they go, and he was going, he seemed like you got really angry and blah, 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 blah. And then he just goes, and I was waiting for him to be like saying, like, this guy is a piece of shit and I'm glad I fucking beat him. And I was waiting for him to finally see that side of him. And then he just goes, GSP's just like, I did not take anything he said personally. He is a great fighter. He did a great job promoting the fight. Everybody give him a round of applause. He is a good guy. It's like, wait a minute. I thought you snapped. I thought you did take it personal. Am I that fucking stupid? I felt like a fucking idiot. I did not take it personally. It's like George, however you say his name. The whole reason I fucking ordered the fight was because I thought you took it personally. I'm an idiot. I'm like Charlie Brown trying to kick the football. I fall for it every fucking time. Now, maybe it's because he won, or maybe because he's so aware of his image that he just didn't let on that the guy annoyed the shit out of him. But they're fucking sitting there holding each other's arms up. Man, and it's just, I don't know. He absolutely snapped today. Fast forward. I did not take it personally. He is a great guy. Come over here. We are going to go play shuffleboard now. He is a great guy. He is a good competitor. And then the other guy's going like, hey, I think I'm done with the MMA. I'm sick of this. I don't know what to do now. And then George is in the background. No, stick with it. You can come back. He's like giving him words of encouragement. I don't know. Am I an idiot? But that fucking annoyed me. Don't fucking tell me this guy's taking it personally, and then I ordered the fight, and then the fucking guy said he wasn't. That's false advertising. I'm just fucking around. It was a great fight, but you know what I mean? Look, I know they're just selling the fight, but don't fucking tell me that. Everything we said up until this point was bullshit. I'm actually friends with him and his wife. We go down to Applebee's every other day. We do not take it personally. Whatever. It was still a great fight. And, I got to keep saying that in case I fucking run into one of those guys. And they headbutt me with their fucking cauliflowered ear. Like their ears, even their ears are tough, Every time I watch a UFC event, you know what it is? It's the fucking kicks. That's what kills me. As amazing as it is to watch somebody who's on the bottom getting fucking taking elbows to their head and fucking actually looking over at the clock like, 17 more seconds of this. I can handle it. Maybe if I bring my bloody forehead closer to his chest, he'll only maybe graze the back of my head. And, I have fresh skin back there that hasn't been broken wide open at this point. Like, the level of toughness that is, that's a whole nother level. But when they're just standing up and the fucking one dude just kicks the other dude right where you'd get a Charlie horse, and they just take it. That fucking blows. Like, how do you get that tough? Dude, I'm telling you right now, if I was standing in line at a fucking grocery store and some 8-year-old, I had pants on, and some 8-year-old came up to me and just fucking whacked me, punched me. Maybe not a punch. I could take a punch from an 8-year-old. All right, let's move it up here. A fucking an 8-year-old whose dad is like 6'9", so the kid's already 4. I'm just saying, if you ever want to just fucking knock me down, you don't have to be all fancy and hit me in the jaw. Just hit me in the leg right there. I will crumple like the fucking plaster in the ceiling of my office. Everything just goes back to that, doesn't it? What else? What else can we talk about here? How about we talk hockey? Did anybody watch the Bruins-Penguins game? They put on a fucking forechecking clinic. They were amazing. They looked great, and the fact that Gino isn't even back yet was pretty scary. I mean, we have a great defense, so we were able to keep it 2-1, but it felt like it was more like 3-1, like back in the day 3-1, when 3-1 was like the tipping point. Because then if you went down by 3 goals, it was fucking over. There was no way you were coming back. Then they got rid of the red line, and then within a minute it's like a tie fucking score. But they look great, and Crosby is without a doubt the best player in the fucking league. It's insane. That fucking line that they have is terrifying. And the only thing I'd say is maybe their goaltending. I guess they're starting to play better, but I don't know about their goaltending. I don't know. Either way, they beat us again. We finally beat the Capitals. That was cool. But we're missing a Crosby level. Nobody's at Crosby's level, but we need a fucking potential 50 goal scoring guy. We need a next level guy. We got a defense, that's all good. We got the goaltending, that's all good. But like this whole shit where we're going to score 2 fucking goals a game and try to stop these upper echelon teams, it's not working. It's not fucking working. You know what's great? Did anybody watch the Capitals game? Of course you did. Did you see when that dude, was it Henderson or something, got kicked out? Whatever the fuck his name is. He gets kicked out of the game, and some Boston Bruins fan is screaming down at him to the point the guy stops and starts yelling back at him. You got to see. Did I erase it? I think I erased it. If anybody's got a copy of it, it's a fight with like 5 minutes left in the game, and one of the Capitals gets taken off the ice. Oh, was it the end of the second period? I don't fucking know. All you know is you got to see the bouncer, the security guy, who's in like the tunnel, and he fucking comes walking out, and just clear as day, he starts pointing at the Bruins fan, and he goes, "Hey, shut your fucking mouth, shut your fucking," and then they cut it. I love it. I love seeing highlights of where I'm from and seeing the behavior hasn't changed. It makes me feel smarter. All right, let's get to some emails for the week. Now, a lot of you guys always ask me, and I always forget to say, if you want to email the podcast, you want to ask me questions, you want to trash me, you want to do whatever the hell you want to do, it's bill@the MMpodcast.com. Bill at the capital M, capital P, oddcast.com. All right. Army wife relocation. Hey there, Bill. I hope your house is feeling better. Thank you. It's been gutted. It's been gutted at this point. That's where we're at. I hope your house is feeling better. I am an Army wife currently living in butt-fucking-burg, Kansas. We are stationed at Fort Riley until July this year, when my sweetheart heads on over to Afghanistan. My conundrum is, where should I move when he leaves, because I sure as hell ain't staying here by myself. At any moment, a herd of fat, dirty, pajama-bottom-wearing Walmart shoppers with black-bottom feet. Jesus, can you paint a picture? Said, could lynch me for being brown and under 300 pounds. I got to get out of here, and thankfully I am fortunate to have two choices of where to go, and therein lies the reason that I need your assistance. I could move back to Seattle, where I lived 2 years ago. It's all true about Seattle, by the way. Beautiful, clean, white, depressing, rainy, better than Kansas. Or I could go to Fort Lauderdale, Florida, where I have never lived, but I just visited last week. It's a little scary because I haven't driven like a complete retard with crystal meth flowing through my veins, so I don't know if I can handle myself on the road. But aside from that, it's got just as much going for me there as Seattle. And it's not fucking Kansas. I think that with all your travels, you must have some insight that you could relay loudly to me through your podcast. Personally, I would pick Seattle over Fort Lauderdale, Florida, any day of the fucking week. The people are smarter. You don't have the hurricanes. Like, Florida is like a destination state for dirtbags. You know what I mean? It's one of those, like, LA's a destination city for people like me. You know, I'm going to be a movie star, whatever dumb shit we want to do, right? So we come out here, you know, and then bitch about how flaky everybody is, when the reality is it's us. You know, we're the ones coming out here, and we're not personally invested. Nobody's invested in this fucking city. Because you always think I'm going to make my money and then I'm going to get the fuck out of here. And everybody's trying to make their money, so they're always looking over everybody's shoulder, trying to see the next person coming in the fucking room. And while they say everybody out here is flaky. But anyways, getting back to what you were talking about, I would go to, Seattle. Seattle's fucking beautiful. I know it rains. I know it's fucking depressing. But Fort Lauderdale, I don't know, man. I mean, the fact that it's like, don't the people go down there for spring break? Do you want that for like 1 month of your year? You know, waking up in the morning hearing, show your tits, show your tits. You don't want to do that. You know, you got fucking hurricanes. There's alligators. They got mosquitoes the size of my fucking head. I don't know. I mean, you understand, all I do is I fly in and I do a fucking gig down near, like, the strip mall area. And, like, I don't know. I like the Tampa Bay Lightning. And I like the Devil Rays. I don't know. Like, Florida is kind of like sunny Kansas in a way. You kind of still got the gun culture. You kind of still got the Walmart people. I'm not saying they're all like that. You know what I mean? I mean, Tiger Woods lives there, right? Shaq has a place down. There's some zillionaires down there. And you got the fucking, all the movie stars living down there in Miami. But Fort Lauderdale? I don't know. That's safe to say because I don't fucking play there. And I play Seattle. So I think I made a smart business move there. Personally, I would move to Seattle. Yeah, fuck that. Move to Seattle. Go down to the fish market, get yourself a fucking clam sandwich, whatever the fuck you do. I don't know. I don't know. I don't fucking know. You got, like, on the opposite ends of the spectrum. Listen, were you unbelievably depressed? If it's cloudy fucking 9 months out of the year, then I wouldn't move there. But I'm just letting you know. I saw a T-shirt, one of the few really, truly funny T-shirts when I was in Florida. It said, Florida, a sunny place for shady people. You know, it's kind of like, Florida is the sunny Alaska, I guess is what I should call it. Where there's a lot of people in Alaska who have some unfinished business down here in the lower 48, if you know what I mean. Wink, wink, a little slap of the nose there. All right? There's a lot of people running from things. You know? If the skaters don't get them, then the gators will. What fucking song was that? That just popped in my head. Hang down your head, Tom Dooley. Was that the one? Hang down your head and cry. Bo, 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 bo. Hang down. I wasn't. Oh, boy, you're bound to die. That's funny back then. You could have like a hit song just talking about somebody who killed a woman and then got hung. I met her on the mountain. Blah, 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 blue. Met her on the mountain. Stabbed her with my knife. Hang down your head, Tom Dooley. That's a song about a guy. Hang down your head, you know, like I'm supposed to feel bad for Tom Dooley. It's like you fucking killed your girlfriend. Go fuck yourself, Tom. All right. Addicted to vagina. The next one, everybody. How's it going there, Billy boy? I'm 22-year-old college student. You're not addicted to vagina. You're a 22-year-old college student. You're doing what you should be doing. You don't have an addiction. All right? What are you? You're sowing your oats. Whatever the fuck they say. I've been seeing this girl for a while. Nothing serious, but we've been hooking up on and off for about a year. All right, so you got a side piece. Nothing wrong with that. She's incredible looking. What the hell am I? She has the natural body of a Playboy model. She's the kind of girl who doesn't need makeup. Are you going to keep saying the same thing over and over again? I'm jealous, you son of a bitch. She has long blonde hair, and she's the most amazing fuck that can possibly exist. Oh, this is the curse of a guy. However, I want to fuck somebody else, right? She's ferocious in bed. What does she growl at your balls? Easy, lady, easy. And for some reason, she thinks we're in the same league. He goes, but I hate her. I hate everything about her. Every contrived opinion that falls out of her soft, perfect lips, every shitty band she tries to get me to listen to, every unfunny, air quote, joke she insists on repeating over and over and over, every going to nowhere story she spends 5 hours telling me. I hate her. Oh, my God. But I just keep agreeing to see her. I've manned up and stopped replying to her text messages a few times now and blocked her on Facebook. But before long, she'll send me a text about some nonsense. The blood will start rushing to my cock, and all of a sudden, I'm standing next to her again. It's like a compulsion. I feel like a heroin addict. I get laid, but fucking other girls just feels like drinking non-alcoholic beer at this point. Can I just stop and say, a lot of you guys are really good writers. Like that Kansas one was written really well. This was great. Like it should be in Reader's Digest. They would fucking, loosen the belt a little. Anyways, what do I do? Man up and suppress my instincts, throw her out the bedroom window, or quit cold turkey? I never missed a podcast. Would love to go see you do a gig in Ireland. Go fuck yourself. What do you do? You know what? I've never been able to solve that problem. Because unless you just jerked off, she's going to text you, and it's going to be a layup, and she's like, guys can't say no to layup pussy. We just can't, unless we're like head over heels in love, and like, I guess, yeah, when you meet the right one, then you can say no. But you know what? It still pisses you off. Fucking annoys you. You know why? Because, like, when you're with the person you're supposed to be with, and then somebody throws you a little something, and it could fucking happen, and you don't fucking do it, you come home, and you want to get credit for it. And women go, why should you get credit for something that you should be doing? And it's like, you know what? Go fuck yourself. Because go fuck yourself. That's why. Because you're not me. You're not a guy. And we're designed to fucking be weak. So we will fuck you so we could get out of the cave, so we could fucking progress. So we would procreate. We are wired to fuck. This is such a moronic fucking podcast. I love it. All right, so what should you do? All right, well, ultimately in life, what do you want to be married to? The woman of your dreams, or some girl who's ferocious in bed? But you fucking can't stand everything that comes out of her mouth. You got to get rid of this girl, all right? It's not going to get any better. You did it a zillion times, all right? You got to go cold turkey. You got to cut her off, all right? Because what's going to happen is if you stay with her and then you end up fucking getting feelings for her, she might fuck you over, and you never loved her to begin with, or you get married to her, and then the fucking looks go away, and then you're just with this fucking idiot who can't tell a joke, can't tell stories, and listens to shitty music, and eventually you're going to pull a Phil Spector. That's when I'm, your hair's going to be all over the place. You're going to stick a gun in her mouth. It's going to be horrible. You don't want to do that. All right? I would, what is hard, though, is you're saying she's so good in bed that it makes all the other girls seem like non-alcoholic beer. Well, that's one of the dangers of going out and living life is people who never leave their hometown, they just fucking stay there. They don't know what the fuck they're missing. So they can actually, in a way, live a happier existence just by not fucking knowing. The fact is now you know a level of banging that you didn't know before. Oh, Jesus Christ. Yeah. Yeah, you're in trouble, sir. I can tell you this. Just standing outside of it, listening to it, you got to get rid of her. You can't stand her. Just get rid of her. You're just fucking her. Eventually, those tits are going to fucking sag. But that mouth's still going to work, okay? And when she's not blowing you, she's going to be telling you awful stories. So you know what you need to do. So there you go. I would just man up and get rid of it. And it's like, I don't know, the longer you get away from it, Here's a great thing. You know what? I don't know. Next time you fucking rub one out, think of her immediately afterwards. All right? And that's going to be your true fucking feeling about her. All right? Facebook messages. Hey, dear Billy, I need your help dealing with the girlfriend issue. I have been seeing my lady since December. I'm 30 and she is 27. That's a good fucking age difference. I like it. She lived in the city and I lived in the country. We started as a long-distance relationship, but it got serious quickly. And now she has moved back home. She's, what is this, fucking Green Acres? She is busy buying her own house, but has stayed with me for the last 2 weeks. We've talked about me moving in with her. We tell each other, I love you, and we're making plans for the future, etc., etc. So today I log onto my computer and her Facebook page is still logged in. Uh-oh. This is a whole new world, man. The Facebook thing. Me being a curious creep, I started snooping. In the message section, I find a conversation she's had with a former boyfriend. On February 1st, she tells the guy, I still miss your face. Done. It's over. Walk away. Walk away. Like De Niro in Heat. Just fucking get up and walk out. It's over. I don't even need to read the rest of this, sir. It is fucking over. But I'll keep reading it just because I have to fill up an hour here. But I know, you know, the people listening know. Anyways, he goes, I don't see any response from the guy. Then on February 11th, she trolls out another message. I love how now you're stalking her Facebook page. As well you should. You had probable cause? You never did. No, you were a creep. And then you found, you know what, this wouldn't stand up in court because you didn't have a warrant. But you know what? You got instinct and you can't teach that. Anyways. She trolls out another message that say, hope all is well. And again, no response. Yeah, dude, she's settling for you. I hate to tell you that, but she's settling for you. What she's trying to do is if this motherfucker goes, you know, I miss your face too, she's out. All right? But if he doesn't get back to her, she's going to settle for you. Okay? And I'm not saying you're a bad person. I'm just saying the feeling isn't there. She's settling for you, which means the entire time of your fucking marriage, every time you're not looking at her, she's just going to be staring at the back of your head, looking at your dumb shoulders, something, just going like, ugh, how the fuck did I end up with, how did I fuck that other one up? You know? You don't want to be that. You got to get somebody who's crazy about you. Anyways, here we go. There were some previous, somewhat explicit messages they sent back and forth before we got together, and messages about how they should text instead of Facebook. All that being said, she is good. All that being said, however, everybody, she is good to me. I'm good to her, and we have a fun, loving relationship. I had solid trust, and now I'm very confused. How should I approach her with this? I know if I keep it to myself, it's going to fester and really piss me off. Would you head for the hills immediately or give the relationship a chance? Thanks, and go fuck yourself. This is what I would do. I would be 100% honest with her. Say, listen, I got to be honest with you. What the fuck is today? The 18th. About a month and a half ago, I went to use the computer, and your Facebook page was open. And even though I shouldn't have looked, I did look. And then she's going to start crying. And she's going to start fucking, she's going to turn her fucking cap around backwards and get in your face and start screaming and yelling, blah, 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 blah. Fuck all of that. Fuck all of that. She's going to come at you like that because she knows what's coming. All right? And don't get mad. Don't take the fucking bait. This is the time, sir. You have to hang on to your fucking emotion. She's going to cry or she's going to yell or she's going to do both because she knows what the... How could you sue? Well, you didn't trust me anyways. You know, and you don't have the line that they have where they just, you know, female intuition. They get to hide behind that, you know, like guys don't have any fucking instincts. Like we weren't blessed with any of that, you know, fucking chasing down saber-toothed tigers with sharpened sticks. Like we weren't blessed with any sort of instinct. Give me a fucking break. All right? So anyway, she's going to cry or she's going to yell or she's going to do fucking both. And you just stand there and you let her do it. All right? And when she's done yelling and crying or whatever the fuck it is, just say, yeah. And I saw a message that you wrote to an old boyfriend saying, I still miss your face. You know? And then you tried to contact him again on the 11th, and it's been bugging me. And I didn't want to bring this up to you because I didn't want to look like a creep, and I didn't want to hurt your feelings that I don't trust you, but you obviously still have feelings for this person. And I guess you're settling for me. Like if this guy doesn't get back to you, then you're going to move forward with and settle for me. And that's not what I want. I want someone who's crazy about me and doesn't have other issues. You seem to have unresolved stuff with this guy. And, you know, I'm not getting any younger. So, you know. And then she's, yeah, break it up with me, and all this shit. And just keep going. Listen. There's a face that you miss, sweetheart, and it's not mine. You know? Sir, take your heart and stick it on the fucking nightstand and go into your brain. All right? Get some self-esteem here. This is fucking bullshit. All right? All that being said, she's good to me. She's not good to you. Not 100%. All right? I'm telling you, get out of it. Get out of it. Fuck that. All right? Did I make myself clear? All right, next one. UFOs. Dude, my question is in here somewhere. Oh, for fuck's sakes. I got to read all of this. Brace yourselves, everybody. Dude, did I tell you guys I fucking got on the goddamn scale? And I'm 185. I was all the way down to 170 pounds. I was too skinny then. I should have been like 172. That's my fighting weight. I put on 13 fucking pounds. I'll tell you, you know what's the dumbest thing you can do is when you don't want to get on the scale. You're like, I should get on the scale. And go, no, don't, because I don't want to know. That you're just signing yourself off to another fucking 10 fucking pounds. I had a waffle witch in Wisconsin. What the fuck was I thinking? I was on that crack again. I was hitting the pipe. I was doing the sugar salt fucking arm wrestle. You know? So now I gotta go run the fucking stairs now. I did that to myself. Because I ate a fucking waffle witch in Grand Rapids, fucking Michigan. It wasn't just the waffle witch. I had McDonald's twice. You know, why did I have McDonald's? I don't know. I don't know why I did. I went by. I was like, you know, I haven't had one of those in a while, and I fucking, you know, hit the pipe again. Had that. I started drinking Miller High Life in a fucking can. They had the talls right down the street. And it became like this ritual. I watch a hockey game, I throw back a tall. You know? Hey, Maybe I have 2. Next thing you know, I'm having 1 a period. And then I'm looking down at my stomach and I'm going like, nah, really? Come on. This isn't, I'm all right. I had a banana for breakfast, right? I'm fine. Asshole. I'm a fucking asshole. I ate a piece of cake yesterday that had green frosting. What the fuck is wrong with me? What am I doing? You know? When am I going to bottom out? So I bottomed out. So now I'm back. I'm down to about $1.82. I've dropped like a couple, 2 or 3 pounds. And, fucking moron. I'm a moron. You know, I'm like Bill Clinton before the heart attack. Up and down with the fucking weight. All right, UFOs. Dude, my question is in here somewhere. I am nowhere near a conspiracy freak or anything like that, but I do admit I get a hard-on for any documentary on that secret military base in Nevada that is called Area 51. The government is supposed... Well, I mean, believing in aliens, like... I don't know. That's really not that crazy. You know, you think, like, how big the fucking universe is? There's just life on one planet. No life anywhere else, despite the fact that they see evidence of water on Mars at some point. You know, I'm telling you guys, we're not that special. If you're God and you made the whole universe, are you just going to sit back watching one fucking planet? Maybe that's why the Earth is so fucked up. I don't think he's been watching us for the last couple thousand. When was the last time he reached out? Reach out and freak someone out. Right? When was the last time he fucking did that? When was the last time he fucking was in a burning bush going, hey, you there with the long fucking curvy stick next to the sheep. Come over here. Come over to the burning bush. You know, when was the last time he did that? I think he's been watching other Earths. Flipping through the channels. You know? Can you imagine how clear his fucking... How big do you think God's flat screen TV is? How clear is that picture? I bet even if you make it to heaven, you know, you don't even get to see it. Like he comes out of his office and you try to peek in real quick. And like the human eye, it's just too much of a fucking glare, right? So anyways, yeah, if you believe in aliens, I mean, I don't know that we can reach one another. You know, that whole flying saucer fucking horseshit. I mean, how long can you go with artificial some sort of atmosphere in there? Well, that was like on Star Trek. I mean, they just had this limitless supply of fucking oxygen. Just fucking flying through space. Now look at them. They landed on a lot of planets that had oxygen. They would just land on these planets and they just had oxygen. I think what they did was they landed the Starship Enterprise and they just opened the windows and they got some more oxygen and then they flew away, right? Isn't that how it works? Anyways, the government supposedly is housing and researching crashed UFOs and uses deadly force to keep regular people out. Do you have any opinion on the subject? I think I just said... I mean, I don't fuck... Do I think they actually have the bodies of aliens? Do you realize, like, the level of secrecy you would have to have if you actually had that shit? That would be, like, one of the things before they went in the room. It's like, okay, we're going to let you in this room. And you got to understand, when you go in this room, the door is closing and you're never getting out. Because you're going to see some fucking shit in here that I don't give a fuck. You're not. If you have one shot of NyQuil, you're going to be blabbering about it. You can't do it. So I don't know. I don't fucking know. Anyways, he goes, what does your bullshit meter say? I think there's way too much of a veil of secrecy around the place to think otherwise. I used to know someone who was a career Air Force pilot. Whenever the subject of that base or those mysterious lights over Phoenix seen in 1997 came up, he completely removed himself from the conversation. Those mysterious lights, I don't even know what you're talking about. For all you know, they're just testing some psycho fucking weaponry. You know? Remember when the new Yankee Stadium came out in like 08 or 09, and they were like, we have 2013 technology. All right? If those fucking morons that run that place can have shit that we're not going to have they can be 4 or 5 years ahead of us. Can you imagine what the government is? I mean, they got to have shit from, like, I don't know, 2014. I have no fucking idea. I don't know. Anyways, he says, quite frankly, the evening's laughs would end right after the topic was brought up. I believe in life outside of our universe. To think that we human and all of Earth's inhabitants are the only life anywhere is just plain ignorant. I 100% agree with that. I'm sure you've heard stories about President Nixon secretly showing UFOs and aliens to his favorite comedian, Jackie Gleason. That's a complete crock of shit. What would you... like he's going to do that? All right. Now, I know I'm not supposed to show you that. I know I'm not supposed to show you this stuff. And away we go. That was a bad Nixon impression right there. What would happen if you were shown some stuff like that? I imagine I would immediately be microchipped or shot in the back of the fucking head. Would you tell about it? I wouldn't want to know about that. That if I actually found out about that, it would blow my fucking mind. You know what it is? Look, maybe your Air Force guy buddy there has seen something, because I would say that like all No, but you know what? He laughs right up until that moment. If he wasn't laughing at all throughout all your conversation, then I would believe it more. Because I know if I knew some shit like that, and then I would sit there and listening to people talking about God and all the shit that we believe down here that didn't include aliens, I would feel like a fucking alien. Because I would be like, yeah, we're just a speck of dust there, people. And there's all this other stuff out there. And, yeah, I mean, it would drive me nuts after a while. Yeah, no. I'm not cut out for that fucking... the kind of secrets I can keep are like, it stays in the locker room kind of shit. You know what I mean? You live your life how you want to fucking live your life. Until, like, if you're, if you're pouring shit into the water supply, if you're doing stuff like that, if you're fucking vandalizing the neighborhood I live in, then go fuck yourself. All right? But, the other bullshit, I look the other way. But if I knew there was fucking aliens, yeah, no. Look, I'm too fucking stupid. There's no way they would tell it to me. If I was in the Air Force, how far into the Air Force do you think I would get? Do you think I'd get anywhere beyond the guy with the 2 sticks guiding the fucking plane in? I don't know. Anyways, he says Blackhawks versus Bruins for the 2013 Stanley Cup. Hawks in 5s, maybe 6. I don't see us making the Stanley Cup Finals. I hate to say that, unless we make a trade. I know we're looking for Alfredson, but I don't know who we're going to give up for him. But I saw a gap between us and the Pittsburgh Penguins. I'd be interested to see how some of the other teams. I'm going to start watching the Penguins. I'm waiting to see when they play the Canadiens, because I want to see if the Canadiens are as good as their record, because they're fucking killing it right now. They really are. Oh, by the way, that almost made me stop rooting for GSP when the crowd started going, ole, 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 ole. And the only thing that saved me was he had the Quebec Nordique fucking tattoo on the back of his cap. So I'm like, all right, this guy he likes the Avalanche. All right, Belinsky. Many times you've said we're all doomed because of overpopulation, but it's actually the opposite. We are doomed because people are not having enough children. Oh, Jesus. Okay, from, oh, Jesus. Did you join a cult, sir? All right, you know what? I'll go along with this. The following article discusses what I'm talking about. I'll put this link up on the podcast page for everybody to read. Essentially, America's fertility rate is declining, meaning the population will get older and older as it also shrinks, meaning more healthcare costs and fewer reasons for businesses to innovate and provide better products. Also, global population growth is slowing to a halt and will begin to shrink within 60 years. I don't know where you're getting your stats from, sir, but okay. Low fertility societies don't innovate because their incentives for consumptions tilt overwhelmingly toward healthcare. They don't invest aggressively because the average age skewing higher and capital shifts to preserving. Sir, are you ever going to address what the environment Are you going to address what we've done to the environment? Or are you one of those people who believes that 7 billion people on this planet, okay, and that horse shit out there in the Pacific Ocean that's fucking 2.5 times the size of Texas and 2 miles deep, that swirling pile of trash out there, we put a fucking hole in the ozone layer, okay? Less people as far as for the survival of humanity, okay? Fuck all selling widgets and all of that horse shit. And, well, everybody's going to be on the iron lung if we don't have any babies. A bunch of people need to die. They need to die off. There's way too many fucking people. There's only so much fresh water. There's only so much natural resources. There's only so much fish you can pull out of the ocean. There's only so much fucking shit you can throw in the ocean before there's that tipping point. Tipping point. What you're sending me, sir, is not facts. What you're sending me is an angle. This is this guy's angle. I will read this angle. Okay? But what I love is that someone has written that overpopulation. You're like, many times you said that we're all doomed because of overpopulation, but it's actually the opposite. What, because this guy says so? So the other smart people that wrote those other studies, they're immediately all full of shit because this other guy said this. You know? Did you read the shit that I read? Because I'll read your thing. But I think the problem is that human beings will never stop believing that we're fucking important. And that we're made in God's image and all that other fucking egomaniac shit that eventually causes you to have fucking 8 kids and go out and buy 2 flat screen fucking TVs. The solution, sir, is not more people. Okay? I mean, think about it. What were we doomed back in the day 1,000 years ago? What was the world population then? Were we doomed? We somehow survived. How are we not going to survive, sir? Because of these healthcare costs? We have a national debt that we're never going to fucking pay. We're still all going to work every day. People still have apples in their mouths when they want them. I don't understand what the fuck you're saying. The greatest thing that could happen for the possible, I believe, for the survival of humanity is if there was way less of us. Way fucking less. Way fucking less. All right? And if you somehow were able to weed out sociopaths along the fucking way and selfish cunts, I think if you just weeded out sociopaths and selfish cunts, you'd have the right number on this planet. And I think it would be under 7 figures. Whatever, sir. I'm just fucking with you. I'll read your shit, you know. But don't come at me like you fucking know what you're talking about any more than I do because you read some stupid article. All right? I love how it's all based around business. Low fertility societies don't innovate because their incentives for consumptions tilt overwhelmingly towards healthcare. In philosophy, I just don't believe in that whatsoever. All right, but I am a moron. But I think I'm smarter than you because I can admit that. All right, that's the podcast for this week, everybody. As always, if you'd like to donate to this podcast, just go to the Amazon link on my podcast page, BillBurr.com. Click on the podcast page. You just click on the Amazon link. If you want to buy something, it'll take you right to Amazon. Doesn't add any money. They kick me a little bit of money for whatever you buy, and then I take a 10% of that, and I send it on to the Wounded Warriors Project. And that's it. That's the podcast for this week. Go fuck yourselves, and I will, hopefully this time next week, I will find myself somebody who knows how to put together my house the way it used to be. If anybody lives in the Los Angeles area and has lived through this shit and wanted to restore the wood and everything to the way it was, and you know of a contractor or somebody, please send me an email, bill@themmpodcast.com. Look me up on Twitter, Facebook, anything. Reach out to me. I'm open to all suggestions, and I really appreciate everybody who's helped me so far to steer me in the right direction. It means a lot to me. All right, go fuck yourselves. We'll talk to you next week. Insurance adjuster hasn't even come over here yet, and I've already been screaming at the windshield of my car because I know what these fucking cunts are going to do. You know, they did it to the entire city of New Orleans. They're not going to do it to me. You know, I'm my own little city here. I don't have any fucking, there's no Sean Penn fucking rowing a boat up to my house coming to rescue me, is there? I don't think there is. I'm on my own. You know what? That's fine. I don't need anybody. I've already resigned myself to the fact that I am going to fucking not only restore this goddamn fucking cocksucking fucking room. Sorry, guys. I'm in a mood here. I'm going to make it even better. Okay, that's what I'm doing. I don't give a shit if I have to do stand-up gigs in I don't know, one of those apartheid countries in front of a fucking dictator like Beyonce did, shaking her fucking perfectly round ass on New Year's Eve. You think I'm above that? I'll do it the fucking day after Thanksgiving. I'll give you a fucking 2-for-1. Easter and Flag Day. You can have me in a Hawaiian shirt in whatever fucking compound you're living in to keep the people from storming the damn thing because you made a deal with the CIA and you gave away the fucking oil, didn't you? I'll come down there. I'll do my act in your fucking foyer. All right? I'm going to get some of that blood money. I'm going to get some of that blood money and I'm going to fucking restore this goddamn room back to the way it was supposed to be. Because that's what the fuck I've been doing. I've been sitting here for the last fucking couple of days and I've been finding out where all the goddamn stuff is that I need. Have I cursed enough? I really got to take this down a notch, don't I? Or does it make you feel better about yourself? He swears even more than I do. Shit, and I'm a fucking moron. I never pass. Hey, what's going on? It's Bill Burr, and it's the Monday Morning Podcast for Monday, March 18th, 2013. How's it going? How are you? I'm upstairs in my half a house at this point. They got all the demolition done. I'm going to have to open the fucking window because it's already too hot in here. This fucking thing needs to be replaced, too. Anybody want to buy a tree fort? I think that's what I bought. I bought a tree fort with fucking wall-to-wall carpet. Look at the views, if you see the views. All this fucking bullshit everybody told me. You know what? If you ever go to buy a house, this is what I suggest you do. Walk in there wearing a helmet, all right, with some safety goggles on. Put those fuckers... Put the whole ensemble on and then have one of your biggest friends just grab you like a battering ram and slam you into the wall of the house. And have a look around. When you come to, have a look around. You'll be surprised what you find in there. All right? If there's nothing in there other than the fucking horse shit you just broke, by all means, make an offer on the house. All right? These fucking cocksucking fucking insurance adjusters. Oh, we'll cover everything. Do you know these dickheads? I had like fucking wood in the walls, like those slats that they never have. These cunts think they're going to put plywood and then they're going to put drywall over the top of that. And I'm just going to be like, oh, that's the same thing, isn't it?
Mr. Burr, we're sorry. You didn't have the premium coverage. If you had your premium coverage, then we would have paid for what you're asking.
No, you wouldn't have. You would have found some other fucking reason not to pay me. That's why you're in the big building, isn't it? Huh? Why do you have a pinky ring? How did you get that? Huh? Is there some old woman in a wet house coat trying to figure out how to eat her fucking Alpo? Is that how you got that fucking ring? You know what's funny? Nothing. You meet somebody and they're like, I was good at math, but I wasn't too good in history. Well, they're like, I was good in history, but I wasn't good with that woodworking stuff. Shit, right? I'm one of them motherfuckers. One of them few motherfuckers. I ain't good at shit. I sucked from the second I pulled into the parking lot. Shit, she called my name and I forget what the fuck she was talking about. And she'd just be like, Lenny, and I'd be like, just sitting there, just sitting there wondering why my dick was hard, Am I having a nervous breakdown? Oh, Christ. So I forgot to look this shit up. God damn it. So I've been looking up all these old houses that they have out here. In Los Angeles, by the way, specifically the Pasadena area has these amazing houses out there. And I've just been looking up how people went about restoring them. Okay? Now, if they were able to fucking restore an entire goddamn house, there has to be enough shit left for me to do a room, right? Please tell me that. I just sounded like Fast Eddie and fucking Reservoir Dogs. Please tell me. Somebody's got the diamonds, okay? Can somebody just please fucking tell me? So anyways, I started looking up all these houses, right? And this is back, back in the day, I'm a big fan of fucking blue blood money when there was a name attached to it. Back in the day, like, people knew the names of the rich cunts that were stealing from them. They knew what they looked like. They knew where they lived. It was unreal. The Vanderbilts, the Astors, the Rockefellers, the Rothschilds, And then you had the people who started, like Procter and Gamble. That wasn't just a name. Those were fucking people. You might want to look that up. But anyways, so they made this amazing house, and all the furniture and all the shit in it and the chandeliers and all of that are basically worth a small fortune now. So what happened is, of course, the fucking lady outlives the guy. Why? Because when shit hits the fan, women cry and guys fucking deal with it. That's why. Bang. There it is. Did the bell go off in your head? That's the first sexist, moronic thing that I'm going to say. Well, not first moronic, but the first moronically sexist thing that I'm going to say in this fucking podcast. All right? When the shit hits the fan, the ladies, they fucking cry. That's what they do. The guys, we're crying on the inside, but we got to hold that shit together as we push an IKEA couch under the fucking waterfall that's coming through the top of your house. That's what we do. They go, oh my God, it's ruining everything. And they get it out. We don't. So, hence, 35 fucking years later, we drop of a heart attack while we're mowing the lawn because in the middle of our chest was, oh my God, it's ruining everything. It's still fucking in there, attached to, oh my God, the car isn't going to start. All that fucking shit is just one big fucking ball sitting there right on top of your heart. And then that's it. You fucking keel over. And then she has the nerve to stand there going, I told him to stop eating red meat. I told him to have a salad. He didn't like it. He said that food was for the queers. Anyways, so this fucking house, they kept everything like all original right up until the 40s. So that stuff was already 40 years old. They already weren't making furniture. Well, maybe in the 40s they kind of still will, but the style had changed. So if you walked into that house, like there's a house out in Pasadena called the Gamble House. It was made by these guys, Green and Green, and they did those, what do you call them? Craftsmen, American craftsmen's houses. So they would build a house for them. And everybody would be going, how much money do you think Procter and Gamble have? And you drive by, well, there's the Gamble House right there. That's Gamble's house. What does fucking Proctor's look like? Johnson & Johnson, all those goddamn families. So anyways, I was looking these things up, and there's this house out in Pasadena called the Blacker House, the Robert R. Blacker House. And, come on, you fucking, I can't, something, how dumb I am? I can't even click on something. Hang on a second. Here it is. Let me click on this shit. The Blacker House out in Pasadena. You can't believe what happened. This house is fucking unbelievable. I actually drove by it the other day like a goddamn stalker looking at it. And this house was made, I guess, for this guy, Robert and Nellie Blacker, right? So typical, rich people. They got this unfucking believable house, built at the turn of the last century. So it's all this wood. They're cutting down like fucking 150, 200-year-old trees or whatever. So the shit's solid as a rock, as opposed to that fucking bullshit they have down at Home Depot, Fucking shit's grown down in El Salvador by some fucking 8-year-old, Once the tree's taller than the kid, they make the kid saw it down 4 a.m. before they make them fucking plant another one and start watering it, Realize that? That's how trees grow now. 8-year-olds. They teach them how to sleep on their feet. They sleep like standing up, and they sit there like just slowly watering them all night, and then it causes them to grow faster. It's a whole. I saw it on 60 Minutes. You guys should check it out if you get a chance. If you got a Hulu.